We have not taken a decision to sell ECG. The energy sector we inherited huge, unsustainable and mounting debts. Today, let me put on record that we are not shedding load.
Dr. Castle Akuffo, Oye Finance Minister. But yes, ya bontia washa send Ghana for din komo kodom. Any jom from my din komo ahead of 2025 budget now.
This time no His Excellency John Mahama.
Yeah.
Na ban no I crowd say.
Me John Boedu me the manner say likifini ho me hu.
The NPP atapila ba.
What have we done for the NDC? Juma also NDC for koye ehu your weakness no. Constituency by constituency no. This is what we are saying about ourselves.
Yes, someone for you na kwaba biem emra juma de esu atrasia. And sama ekaso o my Ghana mu as usual. Yere ni nyina ebre hefo and some no doson. Ebe rubber bia His Excellency John Mahama and some bebre and the financial eba of a finance minister at the forcing enche bia. Oba be presented budget no na enomono and some bebre and a quick one. Ebe ona fe no bibia ay kama ye energy sector edien ena efio eba afi NPP amano kono and en se fro barabusia sawani en sasa me ena me catch up sana commander eri sem nyina beba no en se pictures be trendy after Independence Day no nana do dan ko Akuffo the former president is no about former president otiase ni video be trendy. Na the picture be so trendy. Say nana do dan ko Akuffo time o tia konwa no so no. And say o ko ba bia even o ko radio station kwa no a na ono ankasa e de na konwa ko. But then Independence Day na se no after the na ban mu no. And say akonwa wa kwa kwatena so no.
Of course.
And amount for ese nana do dan ko Akuffo de say emre ninka so commander eri we screen na nia ene da so no say anote
the right am say abrabo no sanity e dia adane na Ghana fo di hu nkomo yie pa say na na do mre be atwam sade wo ka no na okoba bia akonya na edaviatim e ma Ghana fo bi kire o madwen say o mo mpesa esa asana na do onyi Ghana fo ni esa ase omu Ghana fo a whole lot of stories and na nkrofo kan but finally, they said they want another eco programmer. In Konya, Yasha yes, he was said, anyway, bar or metnas, we bought metnas. They said they are no abi, and I also what Naswa. I'm a Ghana for being who is a mre, ye ninka, so but
now, for Subis as a Dientina president. On one cassa, a cover be or dinner Konya co. Aya Quanjebi, and I send a dear bear.
Well, the right away, dear, I'm saying another nine bet my but me, my dream, in one way, with my funny so. Nanado or the Jinani Keke because Nanado not fully proud to be president of the republic. Tina was a deposit no a dinner year money yet. There no one Nanya or qua now says Hakunan Deniso Jennifer. But I'm on for kitchen pa. Yeah, right. I know there I'm for a cabina if you move chair so said they're not free say Akunan but no so there biano. And yes, I know but where they are a part of human life a total beer. Nipa bi ya de ba akum you know you will not agree with the person but entra hoda bia I agree say na now one way or the other no Ghana for be na anya adwen da say okwa na ode akonya ko ba say de o kaaye no say amanfo ne ye adwen say omene na anya adwen emre ye ninka so e kwa wiye
amanfo sintinka ontimi nye simple say
I don't get it. Well, that question
even yes okwa manania
okay
by prime ministers ni bi ebi mu ha mo ye ministers ade tie no pa okofo train de kwa adwuma okofo parliament okwa kwahemra no one timamufo na fa train
of course
magana ye hu ni sa
and even I don't remember the last time ye hu say other countries no mampani bi okoba bia na ye shede aso akonya to V8 okodura akonya ebe mount to stage no so ma no so wo mpe na ye yini de ne V8 no na de akoso no akwatena so na enya de aye hu bi ntia ba sa na eye nwanwa kakra and na wo hwe ye situation ye woma na mampani ye sa na ugi tuma na enye ye nti me no be ya adwen say Ghana for hwe say prime ministers bi mu effort train na omomman enne ka omo sika gu oma council na omo fruit trade ya kwa adwuma na ye de no oba convoy ne de oba nipa ne bedura on se wa side fuel egu VAT mama VAT ne de ne de an se eso akonya de aba e ma ne ntena se no ene na magana fo di hu nkomo bebre but we de em se na do na watebi akua so we de em fa nche na at the end of the day okọ nti la show
okay answer enche finance minister as omo so ba present omo budget
of course
na mo for kase about 3 months the omani ko nyina no eye na do don Akuffo ado ene na ban sanse omo na di ma gu akwan mu nti afa na NDC aban omo so ere omo budget eba quick one anya ntie se nkomo bi efi oba ye nwa we
well the right way there a very short one but when there was a chance ye free na edi nkomo no right ene nyina say ahead of NDC omo budget ya omo de ba beto oman Ghana nyina nim no omo hyase edidi hu nkomo na menim se Ghana for bebre wo interest or budget no sign say amanfo twen so mbe se be yi taxes be free ho ye de niam bebre begu akwam na oman aye stable 24 hour economy hu nsem ne ade na ahead of that and Dr. Castle Akuffo yeah oye finance minister what yesia bontia wa sha se ne Ghana for din komo akodom ene dwomfo ma edin komo ahead of 2025 budget na opese oti ordinary Ghanaians no omo so how no expectation e wo budget na fe omo capture wo mo e do omo include budget no and sign our present budget no e de ama Ghana for na we and I catch the attention of many Ghanaians ya ama omo sha se edi hu komo se sa Akuffo si be koni se ya idea and you obey one of Ghana your favorite finance ministers e wo my way mu ti for now there Akuffo or trendy pa
finance minister Akuffo
yeah of course
and what tiesi dum chese dwumfo ma wona tika no o bisa wo mu de wo mu hia de wo mu nya bebo wo mu and this time no his excellency John Mahama na ban no ai krado say omo ba be tie su fransa no master tie adwuma no
asem ni nyina no point no nti the right up asem ni nyina
enti se de be ya adwuma na omo ba be ye no e be ye de ye hia enye de omo mu pe na omo ba be ye
the right point no e na waka na asem ni nyina no omo pese de omo ba be ye no e de Ghana for mum ebisa
okay
omo nya de omo mu pe na omo wi a omo ba ka kire Ghana for say ya budget no na ya present no den na Ghana for mo dwana na se na mu hu no da bi but what you say budget no ya pese e de ba say na mo dwene say na musi hu oman no ma setena mu tisen edwadie tisen budget no ye nya ne say na asitu mo
okay
right obi anim say enei so hwa Ghana for kwaje bisen a most of Ghana for edidwa complain say interest rate no e wosoro
okay
enti say oye obi a oye finance minister ube bisa dwomfo ma ntu bisa na wote san asem na sa aban no obi obetima ye de afa no ho a then you engage o president no no say there be any Ghana for ni su say omoje busa interest rate wosoro ndi emfa nhyem say bia yenti ade no so kakra aside that no Ghana for bebre ka say roto yemfa mra nti ya aban ni dem aban so the roto beba you engage Ghanaians no bisa wo mo nti eba sa ade a odi bebe bia no e dito eno no mu bisaye nti they will not complain
na onye sure say ekwan Ghana for fast to abama his excellency John Mahama no
okay
ena me mfa ne say pushi NDC aban ama u say there is to abama omo na no den dodo
na no
nti aye o hye say e o say omo ye adwuma maye
omo deliver ena director
ena omo say this time no Ghana for ani ate
ena per the okay no e ma menya so much confidence say NDC for no say Ghana for do trust asho mu
yes
and Ghana for who say the election was Ghana against NPP because now NPP are done o machi dia ma Ghana for in is Ghana for aligning with NDC there and in decision making they should also align with Ghanaians and especially ordinary Ghanaians no most street ne so no omo nenim the real life na ekoso abonten nti se uye ni say ya at the end of the day you become the favorite politician of the ordinary Ghanaians
say Miss Excellency John Mahama oni na ban se sia na omo be adwuma dia ene ye metimi aka se 4 years a edi enimu yi no menye sure se ombe feli
Roger
men ka se ombe nya bibia right
of course
eno de eden sector bi o ho a we nya bibia 100%
yeah of course
but then someone Ghana for be din komo no matie su frɛ na oma try se omo ye de pa maya I don't think say ombe felisa.
Director, when my dear Bako. One thing very simple, very easy. Ni say only the crowd. Now, baby, our person audio mu kono crowd on a catcher or say ye beho fire kwaha. Now only on my yard now tea or massy. Now the omu ko baby or more pen say o compona failure. Omuntimi nye de musu they will agree say eh yen na decide say yen kwaha. It is anye ye dia as a leader twas na leader nemu. Mama fire ko baby a person wo de yeko. But so much say we want this direction. Who say there be? Also on this direction. Now what you do omo kona anye ya. Omo hu ni say unye leader papa they will ignore you.
Say eno ntine to abetia na no don kwa Akuffo ado.
Asem ni nyina no no.
Ghana for so omo mpe wei. Chemamufo no su.
Okay.
Yempe wei o. Even recently na youth no ese omo twade bi e fe ne bet.
Of course.
The taxes bi aba betoto so aga njere hia sa.
Yeah.
Omo say no sa tax ne ba e be ma ye koma han ye. Ena emra no so se ekoto aba ne mranche ne se da bi. Say ye na kokromotini ye ya. Ya ntoma ho.
Asem ni nyina.
Ena omo kogu omo ho ani ma se.
Nti we very simple. Now to say the okay. You to no GD say they don't need a betting tax. They don't need e-levy. NPP abine said there be so that direction. They be quite the opposite direction. In this NDC for say we want to align with the youth. You be here free ho. Now you to need deal omechi. Now say omo yi free ho meaning they've won the heart of Akuffo no. Aside that drum forman so can be a wom omo didwa. Ankran yo omo adwuma nti you need to go to them omo so so oni omo bekwa kokasa say wo we ni omo heart ya it gives you advantage na emma said in benvoka said the old kasa no oni say the church ya ukọ omo nchen ya they will tell you what is right and what is wrong very good
yemfa no nsi na yenwura ha sei aransan no producer boy na yenko this video emra dumso no na manfo se dumso asan aba by His Excellency John Mahama and na banse woma swa to de yenkona yenkotie we mra de ntia womo chensemu na eba ira se dumso no woma swa no anase womo swa no commander edem information nyina beba quick one yenkotie abugina pomra.
We brief cabinet the state of Ghana's energy sector. The energy sector we inherited is riddled with poor infrastructure, huge unsustainable and mounting debts. At the last reconciliation before cabinet, the energy sector debt stands at over 80 billion cedis. ECG's receivables stand at only 8 billion. And so if ECG were to collect all their receivables, we'll still have a shortfall of more than 70 billion. But what is more worrying is that the debt keeps ballooning and increasing. The infrastructure very, very poor, and what we used to call excess capacity now appears dwindled, and we have to start preparing to increase the capacity in order to meet the demand requirement. We require about $700 million worth of liquid fuel in order to fill the fuel deficit, because our gas today is inadequate to meet our fuel requirements. Consequently, Cabinet has approved a raft of measures aimed at tackling the situation in the medium, long, and even in the short term. Cabinet has approved that in partnership and in conjunction with the Finance Ministry, we take immediate steps to construct a second gas processing plant. This gas processing plant would augment the shortfall and increase supply security. Today, let me put on record that we are not shedding load. And so the demand by the minority and some people that we publish a load shedding timetable is mute. When you are not shedding load, there will be no need to publish a load shedding timetable. In fact, as we speak, we are exporting about 300 megawatts of power outside Ghana to Burkina Faso, to Benin, and to other neighboring countries. And so when you have enough and you are exporting power, obviously there will be no need to publish load shedding timetable. Admittedly, the system is very fragile and very weak. But we've been working around the clock to procure enough fuel and to make some payments to power suppliers in order to hold the system. It's true that Bridge Power, one of the independent power producers, shut their operations because of mounting liabilities that have not been paid over the months. But we've been able to negotiate with them, and I'm happy to announce to you that they are back online. It's also true that NGAS threatened to shut down the pipeline from the 6th of March. We've also been able to work with them and to negotiate with them, and gas supply has resumed and increasing from NGAS. What we need to do is to mobilize additional resources in order to procure more fuels and to hold the power sector running. Cabinet has also agreed that we operationalize the Renewable Energy Investment Fund, which will seek to deploy a lot of renewable energy, solar rooftops, EV charging stations, chargeable outboard motors, and more importantly, the deployment of solar street lights, which would press or suppress the peak demand, thereby making huge savings so that we can continue to produce power. We are also to implement a raft of measures to contain expenditure within the energy sector, both petroleum and power. Consequently, we will be directing all the agencies to halt all kinds of expenditures that are not critical. And even those that are critical, they would need to seek permission before they proceed. The sector is bleeding, and something must be done in order to curtail the bleeding. This would demand some very, very tough but necessary decisions, and the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition is determined to implement these systems. At the downstream petroleum sector, Cabinet has agreed that we ought to construct a second mooring system in Tema, known as the CBM. We have only one CBM, which is used to discharge both petrol and diesel. Demand has increased by 186% since 2006, and yet we depend on only one mooring system, leading to huge demurrage costs, leading to huge challenges and unreliable supply security. And so immediately, Cabinet has decided that we would construct the CBM. Whatever challenges that arise, both legal and financial, would engage all parties and address that. We'd also be constructing additional tankage in the west, that is around Takrady, so that we can have supply flexibility to serve the people of Ghana. Cabinet is also committed to ensuring that we involve private sector participation at the downstream distribution sector. Let me reiterate without equivocation that we have not taken a decision to sell ECG or NETCO. ECG is supposed to collect over 2 billion. They collect only 1.5 billion, leaving a deficit of 500 million cedis every month. That sums up to about 6 billion per annum. That cannot continue. Government must do something about it, and we are determined to do something about it in partnership with local content-led private sector participation. And we think that that is the right way to go about it. It will be done in a competitive, transparent process, giving priority to Ghanaian entrepreneurs and Ghanaian businesses. And we believe that that would help tame the situation. These are some of the measures that have been considered at Cabinet. Additional measures will be taken, and when those measures are taken, we'll be more than willing to brief you. Thank you very much.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Director.
Abujinapo.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Mama appointment one of my favorite ministers. Abujinapo.
Okay.
Now, Director, Nkomo wadi Nkomo emu de pa because obesha recently nkane ahonsem no free last year bade Ghana for bobo hu bia
ana yesi afiwe mu no na manfo se His Excellency John Mahama Edi Dumso assign aba.
Of course.
Yes, and a man for so challenge you said that be. Dumso ni desa Akuffo ne de ba.
Ti Director before say me wura min semu no. On that him say odinko we be say light no I very stable.
Oh, yeah.
Dumso bia ni ho. the right minority for no and the propaganda no mo yeso yemfa dum so timetable mra no enye necessary mfa so no propaganda because dum so na nkasa na MPP aban ne ko no oja dum so ya na pokura ko parliament as energy minister say e dum sie nti I agree say MPP for ni jadum so ho a o man timan solve nti eneye mo aban ni energy minister abaso but aka niema ba ko mienu a wo so mo ye ka ho ya ono ankasa gitum enti na mo pese o mo ye construction of power plant ni ade a ye ba be di hu nkomo yi
baba na nse de be 1 week nie over shan kan na gina so pa
ya o mo bo mo ho modin gina so pa
be na o twie
of course yes ho de me no ya adwe pa and sisi ya enche atoforsen edi new budget ebekọ parliament ya amanfo 24-hour economy ho nsem se ye de budget no bekọ na eho adwuma ba be start no nkania na ya de ehu behia na ye be consuming a lot of electricity and power nti e basa e wo se aban ne bo na afi power na ashas ye gina so e gina so chain be bia ye wo sisi ayi na the right with this no na wo se aban ne de niam bebregu akwam na mampani aboa ama niema bebre ekoso a enei energy minister nkomo ni mepese me hya ase obabi o ka asem se omo pese omo construct gas processing plant another one edika they one ho na ayamie no the right this is some of the reasons that bia metena sa meka se President John Mahama eba no energy light ho nsema is the best president after Kwame Nkrumah
na me kwa me hunu se John Mahama be 2 months ya na light no edunduma ese Mahama de dumso aba Mahama de dumso aba no na me dwi bibi se munye sure se dumso no Mahama bae no obese MPP ja dumso enti on bese obe solve in terms sa enti afi eye dumso na afi wasiesie no de agini
na obi ahu se obe two problem yeah the right time no ya adwen kire se president Mahama bae no we all know se na dumso wo ho because MPP fra ban mu no na ponkasa ko kaaye said na medi nka kana se eyedum siesie meaning said there was a problem and aye nyina nim se company na omode gas efru Nigeria eba no na nsiesie oho e woso mo ye and under President John Mahama time oma ye nsiesie no complete into meaning say mampin na start a lot of initiatives ama ye solve electrical challenges no into eba no energy sector the rata or a lot of credibility I was the man in the first term or cry in fidie de buyer na air solve dum so in the second term 2 months in office 2 months in poni papa ya yense company almost supply gas no o ma ye renovations am o fidie na ye kama eno achi ono ankasa esan e ba construct a second gas processing plant ya e be ma ye gas ni bedura ye betima process na ama ye more electrical power na rather this is some of the reasons ya oni me be ya adwen say President John Mahama in terms of electricity waboa na ho
ana se dumso no otimi siesie ma bibia to dini ye hwe bibia se yese no light ne nunum bie mu a o de ba gini din
right asem ni nyina no because de yeguso a ye kan obi abeka se ye mfidisem amari sika na nya obi abotom sika sometimes amanfo make that argument no but se obi ba na sika no ho na ose onye na obi foforo ba na o ya e ose born about said you kan after mampani his excellence John Mahama osovo dum so wie pe Ghana fo nya ni din border on be born abaso ba bi obekọ bia ni din be da wo ma no na ade ba kwa me se eye ne priority ye se right after election no na o kan ECG oba be ye ne first budget e de akọ parliament 24-hour economy se wahwa o hia ahohofo a omumfiri o man no no omudi nkomo bia omunkomo ni nyina ye based on the 24-hour economy policy so 24-hour economy no so companies ni betimi a they need energy sector no natural power no into the budget ne kwa na chese ye ba be start 24-hour economy anano okoka se with 24-hour economy no even in agriculture and other sectors at a time nipa be 30,000 betimi anya adwuma it meaning say nkania no will be very important eno nti na nei abugina po ahyase a odi nkomo kire Ghana for bebi o ma hyase bebi o makwa koduru and I agree with them na me bo mabaso with omo negotiation skills but enyina ye happy Sonan Asogla power any other power producing suppliers they will not continue because abine the omoka when you say a can but with proper negotiations any good leadership no companies na jetum say can aban tuaye but ye be sama mo power munya adwuma na mre pam no muntua kanemaye
na aban so ene minim se ECG fo se ho amu light bill na wo monjeje no asem na afi no your areas bi o ha wrong meters ene bebo ho enti ni nyina so de kabra aban no enti omonye careful ho so
the writer who say abugina podi ho komo
because your areas bi o ha omo bi o se ma
of course abugina podi ho komo se sika I was say ECG for Jijidema Omino. Every year, there are 500 million Ghana cedis. Into check and just say, Afeno, Yen Sika, Ekamuno, about 6 billion Ghana cedis. And a Yesika, among for you so like Nifra, ECG for an energy. Into a very important say, I was here this smart meters. Eba Ghana, Edibo baby, smart meters na de beba no ye de beba ofia o sika obetua meter ne ka straight away na watua se de be ya ban mo kanti no se woni sika kura na e be ni so okay meter ne 500 cedis a month bi atua 20 cedis pe se de be ya betiti meter ne ka na smart meter ne de untimi muye ba bia nso ye prepaid you pay and sign where you so like
prepaid na so mo ya ha because your areas bi o ha prepaid ni nro ho
asem nya
o mo sore ano makwa akotena o easy for
asem ni nya no se light no uhia de aye adwuma uhia dem na se se koto ne be yusu akokoto abe yusu rata uhia aduane uhia fuel e de akọ baabi na ukona fuel station ye to ansa na ya fuel no ntiri pa no be sika to ansa na wo de akọ ntiri that is how it should be and o make one bold statement I like it rata unse enyina ye din komo we say President John Mahama in the first term na de ba kwa e man ho ye time e ye propaganda now obugina pa din komo bi na asem na viral say President Mama pese oton ECG.
Oh yeah.
San komane sa baye. Abugina po aside di hun koma making it clear. E da che Ghana for say abanye na adwin say obeton ECG.
No correct.
And this is the reason ma take this NDC government serious. Asemba ku bia ba bontia. Omo ba bontia be making it clear. Ama Ghana for ati de.
Ene omo nto aso. E ma ne nyese ase ahyase no. Ena omo du sie ye obo se bu ha obetumi ahyase sei. Bibi ba ya no aba no abayi ni ho ano bibi ba ya no abayi ni ho ano afi etwa 1 year etwa 2 years
na omate
etwa 3 years na omate ada eti omo last year na ye kwa akoto aba no na affect you eti omo start say ya omo nto aso
because me hu in parliament kwa Felix Ofoso kwache na minority for ni bi so President Mama appointed over 500 presidential staffers. And now Felix Ofuquache sorry say no correct. 39 presidential staffers. Into this are certain things here. Abujina po any ministry any aban no. Omo na in the right direction.
Quick one. Yansanko this video emra. But an MPP. Chennesia or Mbetwaba.
Party election
executives. Among forces John Bodu Samra Meji ni position ni biem
Justin Kodia John Boardroom sign emeji Justin Kodia
emeji biem na almost Justin Kodia amfisu sa enti John Boadu na ma audit nkomo no akodi nkomo bi ama chese MPP fo no wo mo yema hye wo mo almost Justin John Boadu nya kasa
ne ya toso
ana mo abonte no so se da bi John Boadu nto aso because asema John Boadu ka no
no correct
nya asem wo mo quick one producer pa video no to so my koba.
Some of the arguments are here. Joy FM, Monya yearly review of your activities. Monya work plan. Monya strategic sessions. Abeto Jada.
No.
No, no, because you have competitors.
Yes.
In some of the workers must not know. Some of the divisions and departments must not know.
Yes.
What's our weaknesses now? Now imagine say you be way. You clear your weaknesses a woman now you say they are tuja. What have we done for the NDC? Juma also NDC for koye ehu your weakness no. Constituency by constituency no. This is what we are saying about ourselves. Some of them are performance obi anye where you say wanye ni say we opa me bie baby akachiro. Bimbi. So if we are unable to manage
such processes
very well, that's why when you finish this, you don't distribute this thing to people.
Yeah, but sir, if you say you don't distribute to people, at least the national chairman should have a copy.
Obviously.
The general secretary should have a copy. the leader of the party, who is the president at the time, should have a copy.
Obi okra no here. Or probably to be so.
Now I share with the enemy.
But when you're careful now, Chicha, to say, maybe my example, which is not a good example, to say President Akuffo say,
yes,
ye now on cast and brand a copy, now we command a copy. No shake a crown or the two or Wadana and Kora Kofano.
Big Kofana, problem.
I no say no. Ebi am come in any discussion.
Yes.
Akuffo recommendation what is in our drain then or feel say ye on this one what drain to say recommendation the BTC. This or demand this of a copy. Or demand this of a copy me John Boedu me the manner say liki fini ho me hu
unim say
yes I mean me will be a mayor one once I me the amount. Me nya we soft copy and teacher man go for. It's a dangerous thing. Like, can't you see it?
No, I get it.
Who organization?
Yes.
Yearly strategies. We are in competition with other political parties. We are in competition.
But what has leaked I engender this conversation no, around the country among party for the Ashanti Regional Report. By no so no. They say it was a leak. You cannot.
So if it is a leak, yes, you can come and discuss it. So why I sit down publish it? Say me per se a discussion and until
that's a leak.
A leak here. Why are you discussing it?
Okay.
NDC Kwesiboche report 2016.
Yeah.
A leak here and Sakai. But sin Erica Jane Ebe. Who can say NDC Kwesiboche report? Or say
no.
That is a political party. That is a political strategy. First of all, even to allow them to do it is even wrong in the first place. Yeah. You understand? But
to
allow one region
to do more. Was it Novell?
It's but what can normally happen is that region, performance in internally it ends there.
But that's what they did.
Yes, that's what this is here. Papa no. You understand?
Yes.
The Eastern region. Oman Kasa as part of their way. No. To me, regional executive here. Yempe committee. Even the constituency level. To me, aye bibisa. But it remains there. It remains there. And it must not be seen. It may say because on Kaya no, you better chama constituency by constituency. Are you okay?
Copy by constituency.
How can you do that?
But they should know what is in the report. These are constituency executives who have been voted for, who have sworn an oath to defend the party.
Oh, please. Anna. Please. Unse nipa mienu pe a crowd.
Yeah, that is so.
So unse nipa mienu pe than a crowd. That one cast a constituency as 70. What you can do is to do a session for
session.
Now find a constituency. Obi copy on the book who said these are the reason why we lost in our. You understand? You don't do this. More strategy waiting at the national level multimedia. Much chairman branches and so on.
No. Because I got a copy, I got a soft copy, I think a day or two after the report was handed over to the regional chairman.
Can you believe this?
I got my soft copy.
Who me come there? Usino. So me dia.
Me trusted source be the brain will be phone.
No, but I see you. Let me practice say. The management of this important report critical. You understand? So I think discussions.
Party for no discussion.
They can do it.
It should remain on their platforms.
John Bodu. And some are John Bodu air canon.
Yeah.
Obian in the opinion.
Okay.
Me nim the Ebia Obi Shemi on so understanding for fraud. But then to me, me can say to me, many John Bodu yarding.
Yeah, Roger, John Bodu is a say Okasa, I will not begrudge you.
As a NPP for be Biana Liki. I will be Biana Liki.
Roger, me problem no. As a political party and as a coup, say a bit me Jinana I successful. I just say we nipa, we gentlemen. anase mudi mu huni na nipa na no na bia oni ne huni ye ne nyeku now in the case of NPP it seems to say omo ni omo huni omo ya konkonsa for no omo doso chen omo ya discipline ku nim nti anytime bia no obi asori a na wakwa kwodi konkonsa kire obi omo gusu ye meeting no na obi video na obi aye phone call na ehye ne ho na obi tifie na otie
ase omo nsem ba bonten dodo ade anke wo se even usen DC omo koye meeting bi omo koye enta ma bonten sa
yeah there was one incident here make kai about NDC here kwasibotwe report wa na John Bodu ka ho asem after NDC lose 2016 abano omo ma kwasibotwe LED e na omo ti ekuo e de hwehwe omo election na omo hwehwe abato ni mu no omo wie ye wo ho na ba se report na leak NDC from the national office check out the babonte says her report no enye omo dia da the better ye NDC ni pani ba kompo a obabonte be ka ho asem they all kept quiet obia omo communicators ne kwa omo se nye no kre omo kro omo nsuma obia up to date her report no obia ntimi anka mo asem dem because it sounds say enye no kre
okay yen hwa de wo ha sei NPP akọ election ena omo lusu ena omo akọti committee a eye nhwehwemu enti se omo confirm the busa e form for
no yeah
eni se ade na ba wo se omo de ba na form for no so tie results ni bi ana
the right
ya hwe no sa angle no
the right sa angle no so ka obi kan sa wonye wrong but e ho no John Bodu make another statement aye in an opposite way na me ne be ya adwen e wo no ne kwan so kire se bibia mudi nkomo hu ye mo problems no se mudi ni nyina beba abeto abonten ama ordinary party members ni nyina tie bia wo political opponent no mo so betie nti they will find strategy against you nti etoda bia ukotie wo form for na sema na maye din na mo makokoso wo problem no mo mpanifo ne ntem na mo send signal no enam sumu ase regional mpanifo ne nko a nti omo ye ho adwuma wi a constituency mpanifo no kwanti wo ho a na ba be top party man bi trim say I remember many NDC pani bi din komo at the constituency level ahead of 2020 election okay say me say there is ongoing conversation President Mahama promise NDC for say opeso really akwanyande mo back because e namono so no mu lusu ye but asemu nya asema also mu didi nkomo wa abonten nti se oba spend the last money kwa kopum so oba dia konya na oba spend ba say NPP for na ubon say they will come out oh ba me say the last money kra oba spend am mo dia dia konya nti e ba sa pe oba hu opponent side no na omo work against you the right I mean John Bodu be ya adwen but we no meja mama big J ono na e na political party masam oba be di hu nkomo
quick one any abigi tenase na yenko yes abigi J na bokore
na ma nyame adu me ho de papa
enen some doso but minim ba bia wodi kan fa
tina mama me nchi ahefo na me nko former president Nanado
former president Nanado dan Akuffo are why dey
matiti nsem bi
what to dia
matiti me ko hwe yi bia kane no ne yeso tu kwan a odi akonya bi a okọ
no kre
na I can say 6 March Nanado ko ma hu sha akonya
no kre
enti me pese me busa Nanado se sa akonya na e wai
se that I'm not a president and as I say oye former nti former no odi akonya na si ba bi o se we say no ntimi fo akonya nkosa
enti sa akonya no mo bo ma president for Nanado ankasa
Nanado ane koye na ade
emre wo hot pa ye ndi nkaso Nanado ho me ka kire no wantie me me ka kire se de o ye no emre bi ba ye obaye mmobo kra chese
abigi se
me ka kire Nanado se emre bi baba obaye mmobo chese
asemo
na wantie me
na de Akuffo de waye mmobo
na Akuffo de onye mmobo kanina na nko okoro ka samle 6 March na ko brane so konya na edi na chi ewai
ayira
mmobo ni o hwe wawie
na so hwe wawie
oh ma wie de Ghana for ni me me free me nkla bi me abegina ju say aso Nanado nko abaye president o ko Danabia na konya son hwe de Nanado na me de pa se Nanado wawie sika ina wawie obi amfa nya hwebiem Nanado wa ho wiase se me kana atie ya kanyenye ka wudru ba bia ka ya boji waso utirimo dendende wudi Ghana sika to akwanya we
na muwa Nanado ababa bo man
amuabe
free SHS
awai waseno Nanado ababo ya pro no nanado abama dollar kosoro nanado bama patro akosoro nana mbo be pa na odi aman
ana me se free as chess
ewo Ghana hefa
aye dunte Ghana nanya adwuma
nanyi nanado ka se wo bom maburu ne nkura e ma omo school free obasol na nkofo asala se odi omuka ananya nya nanado and the way president we ma sasamwe won nani ko se Ghana for prince man ko 6 match na se
wa
ma nanado nani ko se Ghana for prince man ko 6 match na se
hwe
na o so mu bon tutuo onu ko 6 match ka obaban what a 6 match we are simple
no kre
woni ne go enti nanado woni wu enti sa 6 match we kwa kwayo wa fa so wie Ghana sika o 6 match no what so kwa are simple mama
na so wa onim se president Mahama ka se sika last year you use here no or this year te so pa
wa boye wa mayanya save of bank ya save sika wo bank
okay no no can say
save of bank
okay
tigana for save sika anti nana na do wa kwata yanya ne
na sana na do no so nko be sa
dabi
sa
o de ko ha no de plane ko ho o de ko ya see ta bi ya boka 27 billion 27 trillion ni aboka sa sika wen ka betima so bedum so na di this match keke na do kwan wa fast na mamma na kwan ma no kwatena sa den
na so former president Akuffo mu nyina koy
Akuffo de utimi fa na do tutu Akuffo ho de Akuffo ye no
kuma Akuffo do abeye
awo he
nya Ghana
awo tremie okay wa ya de oba so ba ye interchange ma wa ya se wa ya mai oba o ka ja se kom de etisika so se kom na eko oba ka ja se Ghana dokono wansiri mutimito se dokono 10 siri yetimito na do oba no o ka kire se Ghana woti ye o man ya honkire ya da aso na do press ko no ko akoso wo mai wesu enti na do wa ya de wa boye brain yesu de na do ya me se me wura fiku na one day na me hia na do pa me you say wa wi asema me ka kire papa sada no he obahwere ne nkwa president anka wa soli sanka wa so obi aba oba so obi abufu anonti amafo di bufuo aya de ansem fata wo party awu nanado nti nanado dia
obi akọ na ai enka ne otia kunwa so ko bi odi na kunwa ko na obe former president no ko ba bi no mfa na kunwa nkwa Ghana for mu ha ne sei
na ye gaga ne fa kwa wasa ni pana no so ekonya no na esika no na odutio
nukre
on fa sa esika no ntua
na okọ radio station nyina ko interview
na so no
nukre
o nyewe na radio station ko wa man post okọ toilet ya so na do kutuko na okọ toilet o dro na live ha no de toilet akonya na si toilet na no atna se ansa na obi ba firi ansa na wakọ
nya nukre
na do me se na opa on ganja so me boy de nanado ayi ebi sita na president okotole de so de kunya
oboa
na Argentina for 6 match na se o fa kunya na
se wa be o ye forma
what we buye obuya kwasia nipa na no so kunya no na ye sika o
ba sa na Akuffo ado ayi bia me se o ti akunya so no na nkrofo bi pese o mo to aduro ti Akuffo ado ni tuno mo ko ye akunya no wa kwankire
anti sisi ado o mo ntimi ntuna
da bi se de so
wa friso nkrofo ben wo suban ne de wo ba ko nanado te ze obi anka te ye koto na me nanado ye ote ho ye sen na Ghana fo se ye koto na du o mo ne se o mo to me bi sa ye ho mo obi anka se koto na du onu ani suban ne eye adwumfi koto nwanu ma se na ne papatie obatena Ghana ko nyanse se no ye ku no asore nanado sa na wastate nti nanado tena Ghana ko nyanse so che panka wa obi a be ka so obatena to ba ka so mfama sano nare yabato abaro nganjira ndisi fo so on fa kwanya na ma batena
na so de ma
o de ma ayuni mi yakoso
de yakoso
the whole world that no makasa ya na adu tie ayeza ko akwanga na kwanya ko bakasa ya na bushi ajapade na nadu papa we mesi se me wo me ba pa na ma ya kasa mtrindi na nadu ane ka me de ba to akoni ko na nadu oni suban ketekete ko oni bi
asemu
oni bi enti sana baba no enti Ghana for yes mistake na say ye beji na nadu di 2016 bosha o she na nem se na nadu yin yankopon fura na nadu no ho say nanado chen bonsam pa
Wanya nanado.
Debi minya ono ade waya. Ah, me bisa wodua bro bekokotwa kube. Wodua bro bekokotwa kube. Nti nanado odua bro a ontimi kotwa kube. So kwati kube.
Okay. Anche na atofosin. Ense o the budget no e ba betudwa. Na eno nam so amana ko jom a e wo Ghana. Ene ja oje o munso so adwencha o de be hye budget a e be. Ti no ye ha wo na oje na o de hye ne niema. His Excellency John Mahama and na buy. See no more your
Sasa we matune the president is listener president. Na Mahama, President Mahama. Oh yeah, Akuffo tiefo.
And no can say Mahama listening president.
The listening president. Nature so yeah therefore yeah tiefo. Tie unim de time kasa. Na obatina finance minister. You see am pen o soja. As a one to papa we at me solid. And nam doma et ye Ghana for how. Dear ye po. And ye no no po. No way on my konya 15 years. Who are some kind? No way my Ghana for my uncle Salam for trouble beam. Ah, my Salam trouble beam now. Now, I can't now.
Uri nyawo se.
Tie,
homeso.
Ma homeso.
Afide nyawo tre kasa.
Me say Ghana for my uncle Salam trouble beam.
Arintia.
Because yes can say we was. O say you timi ha wo no. Anu and ono ye nyonko. Nti endis fo no. O mate Ghana fo asem na se. Because se what be wura dom tie adadifo. Kwan ya obafa so bu ama anu no. Na yes ha to ababim. Ah NPP ba ya see on tie. Wasa buye.
Na so de okwa ndisi ana.
That aye no kwa. Masa Ghana for say na ma ya bilo no. Ghana no kure da ha ya say de manka. Aye anisia. Yes o nya kura no. Hwe finance minister timasi dom. Eko bisa dom fo say. Kwa ade na mope. Ni enye ma na emwom. When it say a president. When it say a president ye Ghana fo amboka. Anto abama. Omo he anisifo. Me say Ghana fo.
Atu forcing. One finance minister.
Oh ye auto forcing. Ni dini no honam hye. Because Bible crackers so ona wo bra ho ase no. Ebrade peja. Sa papa wan see the 190 dwom. Ebre no has busan kofo nyina. Na dwuma de on fairly da. Okoto nana bra wo fi o se beka se menana. Unim de haye. Sisi anima mu ayedin mo kokura ne nana ro nti yentimi nto. Nti de se wo fa wo so abeboa ye. Abama ye ekosi ye amaye. Nti we obagbobo no nyina no de abobra. Na abo man. Nti we to fortune there. Aye nyame so na yi ni man. Nyame yi president Amagana for do yi ni hwefo a wotime sigia. Nti me ma asem se maye nkoto ababiem. Gana ye ntwam ni amfama NDC fo antena so.
Okay. Yanko NPP. Dombodu. Resume brina betudwa se NPP. Wo mu ayo mu koye ya baseli ki aisi no nsim bebre yanko.
Sinema ma ka asase mu yi. Nti mpenfo we NPP mu. Ena nkura ne di NPP ani. Hatie NPP woni watamfo akontoka wa bu fenchem na wo nsam na wo okoye obofo so obawina obasa bo no wa sa de ba abontene hwe yakoye ayi nyina uko na sta ye se liki wo ba asante region ano che liki anti we pa dimpo nyempenifo bim MP awasa NPP me makasa asem me se me nkanche obi aso onkasa
na se Dombodu so a former General Secretary no kasa nti ono so ne no accept.
That you ono ni accept. Because you are former. And ono asam na waka no. Onka boni o. Osimo simu ntoma go wa abontene. Mo hate mu nema wa abontene. Mo dressing na gu abontene. And 2028 kwan be so na mafeto koto aba. Hwe we o kanu. Ubenya obi aba solete. We papa we dem me bona paso because wa Kenya nsasama. If you say you about pay, Papa, when ye oba bontra Kenya sama atoma kuma. Me kalo krana.
Eti we de money nyakasa.
Wait, asama waka 100%. Because wo na wo kon okunu, wo de wo nsam nyina anya ba bontene hatawo. Na wo banya chama otumi. we chamu tumu na ye
na chese ukasa na wa mo ntumi dia untimi nkasa
that be
mentia se bia ti o asem bi o emfa untumi ho na wa drag na be shem
uko asante be hona ma no hona ma om koye ye research no akọ hwe hwehwe mu ese ye
on na chairman on na party no da no omo hwehwe mu a de ntia MPP elusu e wa Ashanti region enye bone
aye bone na untumi na nkasa na ono se na ma MPP lusu ye enti untumi na nkasa na e wose me bone din because why o MPP party ya de ma party ni call from pa a o mo ya pa untumi because Ghana focus untumi na yam pam no free MPP mo man ti ase hwe ensema untumi tena ase keka enti papa we ensema nyina wa kan nyina eye nyansa sam ni ko so wo soltia papa we because wo ankasa na wo so ye leader chairman ana we na star chairman na wo ko ye hwehwemu na ni ko say ba da bonte na ni na da bonte enti wo pani na wo ye na say ne say enti mpedifo nyina afri sambile komo bia nye hwebiem afri sambile kwai mi ma obi atumi
da bia o kan so mo ye
anu na mi ka say adest di ko hia ne hna bebo omudua
da bia o kan so mo ye
me say mi kan mi nya mo enti mi bo omudua o bo dia o ebetom because party no mo pe party ni ye aye pillar 4 na sigo MPP aka pillar ba ko Oma set place ni na aka ba ko enti mo am party fo na man kasa mo tom ho abontene because omo sa pre-petition chama untu mo ko na opese ko na sta
obenya
onya wahi mafia war
o discover uram
tie Ghana fo ana NPP party mpenifo moto aba se badwumba wo ma na koto aba ma chama untu se ko ye nasna me kame papa nan NPP ya gunu wo Ghana habium yesi suma banyansani ya nsuma na mtentene go chama untu me na mtentene onye banyansani nti ukoto aba manasta se koto aba ma chama untu na Asante region ka busa se go to be na onya mamu
o discover uram
sikabe anona bo MPP form ya di sika hanten ana omu wode ne ma omu yes omu wi poto na mu koto aba manasta se chama untu o de na o de ba ma anye gogo na awe de ba tra TV station yo Ghana fo ye ni brabre no MPP for se omunim na sa ne ma we mu da sukuba anu ano na NDC mo ntimi omobiem because sambia was a watrase na moye munema yero we de moye hwe de moye antimpenifo we eye leaders antimi pasha national fo antimpenifo bi ni ho ambatima stop we ansa ne mo mu mane koso ade beta we se me nan ade beta we se meti na mgusu the way leaders
ye ribesi no yenko ene unsananse na dumso no wo
ai
ana ndisi fo ma ba bontia ba be kasa se ja se niema gugu akwan bibia set ama se kwa no ye supply countries be power ensem be bring freche ba nti mama se wa solve dumso na ma se dumso bia ne obiem
sinamai we me koka ya se me NDC
ade
we se ya se me frame 2016 Mahama stop dumso unim de tia me kasa Mahama oba ya se na dumso ewo ho asore de nenne still dumso ni hobiem
ana so dumso no
oh dumso ni hobiem
be say ni
abro bebe 1 month ni ye hundum so bi
1 month
oh anya re ko abro 3 weeks dumso nyina en ni hobiem anti Mahama e kire se 2016 Mahama ka so o stop dumso wa hawna na ye dumso o ye ya ye njina chini because na do ka so no na be ye o solution no na dumso ye
ye ntwe kakra
awo se yente ada senti na kramafa na yene obadwo hwe ahunu
na we krama fa na obadwo
ahunu pen na are nyanu an 2016 Ghana fo nyina ase dum so ye Mahama ye to Mahama di fon bi di yes friend Mahama fele ya ntini di enti ayenti no so baaye no we sane ba nyina so twa ye ayenti ne yenta so mona maso
ye nya botre kakra
awase aban boss ekwa animo na nya ne aso ya yetimi ka na wo husa de we awasaka anontina minni MPP ni minni NDC ni megina Ghana fifi enti wa obaye ade anya na metena ase na mahudi e meka afa ho enti edu time awoso bo nipa na baso bona baso
okay
di Mahama wa ya de we de Mahama I'm selling to you
okay
thank you You saved him, so God bless you.
Quick one, Yanimusiko. If I saw a beam, I cry for you now.